The SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run, the junior novelization. Chapter 7. Old Gertrude had blown. A burst of flame shot across the kitchen. Squidward pulled his charred head back through the order window and fell over the counter. SpongeBob peeked through the window. "What did you say, Squidward? Squidward?" He looked around but couldn't see his coworker. "Okay, Squidward, doesn't matter. I'll always be here anyway." Face down on the floor, Squidward muttered, "Unfortunately." Mr. Krabs came out of his office humming a happy sailor sea shanty to himself. He spotted Squidward lying on the floor. "Squidward, stop loafing! There's work to be done around here!" The boss strode briskly over to a ship bell attached to a wall and yanked its cord 3 times. Clang, clang, clang! "Attention, Krusty Crew!" he bellowed. "Hoist the main sail! Full speed ahead!" Mr. Krabs crossed to the front door, flipped the sign from closed to open, and flung the doors open. A huge crowd of hungry customers surged into the restaurant, trampling him. But Mr. Krabs didn't mind a bit. He chuckled as he lay on the floor flattened. "Never gets old." Later that day, SpongeBob cloned himself into several SpongeBobs so he could do all the Krusty Krab jobs. One SpongeBob shouted, "Order up! Move it! Let's go!" Piling Krabby Patties on a tray, another SpongeBob answered, "Aye, aye, Chief! Nay!" Laughing, he ran off with the tray to serve the patties to waiting customers sitting at tables around the dining room. The SpongeBob in the kitchen kept ringing a bell announcing that another order was ready. The SpongeBobs in the dining room rushed from counter to counter, delivering food at lightning speed. All the SpongeBobs were laughing. "Nya, nya, nya, nya. One for you," said one SpongeBob. "Enjoy your Krabby Patty," said another. "Enjoy," said a third. The SpongeBob in the kitchen rang the bell again. "Ding, ding! Order up! Come on, SpongeBob!" One of the SpongeBobs in the dining room said, "Coming up, Fry Cook SpongeBob! Yay!" and laughed. Another did the same thing. Squidward sighed, exhausted with SpongeBob's antics. The front doors opened and Sandy entered, wheeling a big crate on a cart. "Hi, SpongeBob!" she called to all the SpongeBobs. "Hi, Sandy!" they answered at the same time. They all merged back into one SpongeBob. Loop, 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 loop. Sandy looked out from behind the big crate. "Did you know that in the future everything will be automated?" she asked. "I'm going to see if Mr. Krabs wants to be an early adopter of my new technology." "Wait, what?" SpongeBob asked, alarmed. "You're going to replace me with a robot? Don't do it!" Sandy chuckled. "No, silly," she reassured him. "That's going to happen anyway." She patted the crate. This is something much more innovative and startup-y." "Oh, phew!" SpongeBob said, relieved. Sandy went into Mr. Krabs' office to make her presentation. Sitting behind his desk, Mr. Krabs said, "You have 60 seconds," and started a timer. He didn't much like presentations. Most of the time they turned out to be sales pitches that would only cost him some of his precious money. "Their name is Otto," Sandy said, popping open the crate to reveal a robot. "They're an automated restaurant owner." Mr. Krabs seemed intrigued, but then a look of concern clouded his face. Automated? Sounds expensive. Not interested. Bye-bye." But Sandy wasn't going to be put off so easily. She believed in her invention. "Otto doesn't require a salary," she explained, "and they can make cold, heartless decisions, like firing people, because they don't have a heart." Mr. Krabs leaned forward, peering at the robot. "You don't say." "You're fired," Otto said in a robotic voice. "Amazing!" Mr. Krabs said, impressed. "I love money," Otto said. "I love money." Mr. Krabs, overcome with truly heartfelt emotion, got up and walked around his desk. A cold, unfeeling mechanical robot after my own cold, unfeeling crustacean heart! He nodded decisively. I'll take it and nurture it, and I will love Otto like they was my own son. Sandy was thrilled. Yippee! You're not gonna regret this, Mr. Krabs. She skipped out of the office, leaving Otto behind. Mr. Krabs hugged the robot. Otto looked back at him blankly and said, You're fired. Oh, I can listen to that all day, Mr. Krabs said, laughing. Oh, go. While Mr. Krabs stood there laughing, Otto moved behind the desk and sat in the boss's chair. No, seriously, they said. You're fired. Please clear out your desk. You have 60 seconds. He started a timer. 60 seconds later, the back door of the Krusty Krab banged open and Mr. Krabs stomped through it, carrying Otto over his head. No, you're fired! Mr. Krabs shouted. No, you're fired, Otto replied calmly. You're fired, you infernal machine! Mr. Krabs insisted. No, you're fired, Otto repeated in their same measured tone. Mr. Krabs tossed Otto up and booted them with his foot, launching the robot into the air and across the street. Whomp! Otto landed in the chum bucket's trash bin. Brushing his hands clean and giving a satisfied grunt, Mr. Krabs turned and went back into his restaurant to resume his duties as the proud non-fired boss and owner of the Krusty Krab. Inside the chum bucket, Plankton's computer wife Karen turned from the television to see what had caused the loud noise. Rolling on her wheel, she went out the door into a back alley. She was alarmed to see Otto, a fellow machine, discarded in the trash bin. She moved closer. Otto's mechanical arms reached toward her. Hearts fluttered across Karen's screen. Stay tuned for Chapter 8, coming up soon.